Well, hello everyone. This is Sue from Sue's Paper Creations, and I am excited to be with you this evening. It is Tuesday night, and I actually have two cards that I'm going to be making with two different stamp sets. So both of these stamp sets are quite unique in their bundles because they not only have stamps and dies, but they also have amazing masks that you can use for coloring and shading. So the two stamp sets I am talking about, or bundles, are one of the new online releases, which is your Thankful Garden. It is the feature for my May card club. And then the second one that I am going to be using is actually Enduring Beauty, which is a absolutely gorgeous bundle that is on a ridiculously reduced price on our clearance sale. So our last chance sale. So I wanted to have some fun and play with both of these bundles. I want to do the exact same technique, add the masks in for some beautiful shading, and then we're going to compare. It's going to be like Thankful Garden versus Enduring Beauty, and we are going to see which one you guys like the best for this technique tonight, okay? So I am so excited that you guys are joining me. I am going to be giving away one of my Funfold classes tonight to one of my lucky watchers this evening. I'm so glad you guys are with me. I know it's been a little while since I have been live. I've been down a rabbit hole with pulling out basically buckets and things from cupboards and drawers and all sorts of stuff in my craft room. I felt like I was actually buried underneath a whole bunch of craft supplies for a week, but I am out the other side. I have like so much space in here now, and everything is so much more organized. Makes you feel just so much better, right? When you know where everything is. It's amazing. So I'm excited to be back in a much more organized craft room, ready to create with you on a regular basis and get back to my regular schedule. So I am glad that I'm back. A couple things that I will remind you of. I have got all of the samples that I have made for Thankful Garden Maze Card Club, and I love them. So you're going to see a totally different look that you can do with this bundle in tonight's live, but I'm also going to show you the 4 samples for Card Club, including a very cool fun fold that I think you guys are going to love, because registration is open just to the 10th for that one, okay? Yeah, coming up we have lots going on. I actually have a copy of the brand new catalog that's coming out in May, and it is amazing. I love it. They have organized it a little bit differently. Last year they switched up the catalog and it was a little bit harder to find things. They've gone back to a more easier layout, which is, I'm sure you're going to find so much easier when you're flipping through the new catalog. So it's going to be great. And I'm going to be doing a fabulous product share, which of course I have on my link already. I've had quite a few of you sign up for it. Let's see here. There's going to be a quarter package of 15 fabulous new packages of designer series papers in that paper share. You get a quarter package of all of them. There is going to be 8. Mind you, I found 2 more ribbons in the catalog. I'm going to chuck in those 2. And there's going to be 8 different ribbons that you get a quarter spool of. I am throwing in 30 of my fabulous rainbow card bases for you as a gift, and a package of the new in color embellishments. And on top of that, in the share is a package, ephemera package that is called Good Times, and it is going to be awesome for quick and easy cards. So you guys can find all of that in my link. All right, let's get to what we're doing tonight. We are going to be comparing Thankful Garden, amazing, beautiful flowers with Enduring Beauty. So this is going to be a little show off between the two, and I'm excited to share with you. Both of them have fabulous masks, so I think you're gonna love this. I am going to, there might be color combination might be the factor in which one comes out on top. I know I've got some purple fans in the group here in our amazing crafting community. Then there's myself who loves a little blue and green. So we're going to do kind of purple versus the blues and the greens, and we're going to see what happens. You will be seeing Enduring Beauty in some shades of purple. You're going to be seeing this beautiful hydrangea in some greens and blues. So shall we get started? Let's do it. Okay. All right, so if you are joining me tonight and it is your first time dropping in, you found this little community that we've got going on. My name is Sue Phillip. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Victoria, BC. And I am on the west coast of Canada, and I just love coming on here and having fun with you all and creating. So I hope that tonight you get some inspiration. I hope that it takes some fear out of using these amazing masks that come with these bundles, and it shows you a different way that you can actually use them. So let's do it. So I am going to be doing some embossing on here. I've already actually done the embossing on the purple already, so we can get right down to business after. But I'm going to be doing the hydrangea, and I'm going to be embossing on white on both this color here, which is one of our brand new colors that's coming out. It is called, hold on, I better get my colors. You guys already know it, I'm sure. It is called Cloud Clover. It's kind of a bluey green, which, you knew I'd be one of my favorite colors because of the tones in it. But I'm going to be embossing on white with white embossing powder on the white and the Cloud Clover. So let's get out our stamp and let's do it. So we're doing the hydrangea, and I will have to show you all of the amazing samples. At least I think they turned out pretty amazing. Samples for May's Club. And I do have many different options now for Card Club, or at least a few. When you do Card Club, I really should have just called it my monthly card class, because we come together once a month, and you can join from across Canada through Zoom. We do a Zoom. I do a full instructional video and PDF. If you are inside or outside of Canada, you can always do it with just the PDF and the video each month. And then I have an in-person class that I do here as well. So there is different options. And even though I call it Card Club, I might end up switching that. It's just a monthly class. So you don't have to be locked into every single month. You just the months that you want. But if you happen to do 9 months in the year of 2025, you get your 10th month for free. So there's kind of like a little bonus in there. All right, so let me see. I think I want to go this way. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Okay, so we're going to do this gorgeous stamp here. I love it. I love hydrangeas. We have one in our side yard. It's already starting to get some new leaves on it. and it is more on the blue tones. From what I've heard, hydrangeas, the color of the blossoms depends on the pH balance of the soil. So that can either make them more pink or more blue. So I don't know what pH does what, but we've got the blue. Usually. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to dip these in my white powder. There we go. Now, does anyone else have hydrangeas in their yard? They're so pretty. And they actually last quite a long time. They're one of those flowers that do last a little bit longer in the garden. Okay. They're not my, I mean, they are one of my favorites in the garden. If I had to pick my favorite flower in our garden that we've got, I would have to say peony, because we do have some gorgeous pink peonies. Of course, they're not, I think they're starting to sprout already. They're starting to come out of the ground. But the problem with a peony is, they're stunning. The blossoms are stunning. In fact, we've got a stamp set that's on the last chance list that's discounted. That is, I think it's called Poised Peony. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful stamp. But they don't last very long, right? They do not last very long. They're come and they are gone quickly, so you have to pick them and get them in the house. And if I miss my window, then I miss half the peonies because it's tucked around in a corner. Okay, can you see the embossing powder there? Okay. You guys are gonna love this little layout. It's simple. You do get to use a little bit of your embossing powder, that's for sure. But we're gonna put our masks on top of this white embossing, and it's gonna be gorgeous. Okay. Let's wait for the magic to start happening here. There it goes. Never gets old. I love heat embossing. Okay. So pretty. Okay, I'm going to do the white as well. Fabulous. Okay. Okay, a little noisy. Now let me just check. There we go. Oh, I missed a little spot. Can't have that. There it goes. You guys probably saw that. You're probably yelling at me, you missed a spot. So with embossing, you definitely want to make sure you don't have any powder still on there, because what happens is the powder eventually falls off and there goes your image. So it's a little bit harder to see white on white, but looks like I've got it all. Okay. All right, so we're gonna have some fun with some shading. I thought it would be beautiful color to combine the Cloud Clover, which is one of the new in colors, with some Lost Lagoon. Don't you think that's gonna be so pretty? And then I just had a vision that I might need a little bit of Pretty Peacock in there. So I'm gonna get that. All right, so this is going to be the competition between the blues and the hydrangea. And then we're going fresh freesia and petunia pop for the other one. So we will see what happens, right? Okay. So I'm going to bring in the masks. I have actually done, and I will show you it after, the other flower that comes in the set, this beautiful one right here. I actually did a card before I went live, the exact same layout, exact same technique, and I used another one of our new in colors that are coming out called Timid Tiger, and I combined it with some coral, and it looks very beautiful. So I will show you that one after. So I have an additional sample to show you, but let's bring out our beautiful masks, and I can't mix them up because I got 2 sets of masks I'm going to be using here. Okay, so here is, we're going to do just a little bit of detail, and then I'm deciding I might just highlight just the flowers and leave the leaves, I think, just as they are for both of them. I don't think I'm going to bring out the green on the leaves. I just want to highlight the beautiful blossoms. That's what I think I'm going to go for. Okay, now let me just make sure I don't have any crazy colors in this brush, because I was doing a little bit. I have a very bright blueberry bushel that I was using, and I don't want that. I might get a new one out, because that's just gonna wreck my color combo. Here we go. This is the one I want. Yep, that's the one. I will show you. I did blueberry bushel on a couple of the cards for May's Card Club, so I will show you those ones in a few minutes. And I did the hydrangea with them, and they were amazing. So the way that the masks work is you have got a series of masks. 1, 2, there's actually 5. 3 for the blossoms, 2 parts for the leaves. And what you can do, I don't tend to mark things too much, but there is, because I can just kind of line it up and hold it. But if you want to make sure or have an easier way to keep track of the direction of it, what you can do is you can use this little notch here. You just have to make sure that your paper doesn't move. But if you use this little notch, then each time you put the next mask on, it helps you line up where each one of the masks are. The first one is simple. It covers the whole blossom. So let's just get to some shading, shall we? Let the magic happen. Okay. So I've stamped these blossoms before, and the other one in the set. Oh, this is going to be amazing. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm loving this color already on here. And I've done it with black and then lined it up with black, but this is the first time that I have decided to try it with the embossing, and it's quite beautiful because after you do all your shading, if you use, oh my gosh, look at that. Are we ready? Like, look at that. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Okay, let's do this one. But each time you add some more color, you do end up with color kind of sitting on top of your white. I just gotta make sure this is lined up. On top of your white embossed image, like sitting right on the white embossing. And all you have to do is take a Kleenex or paper towel and just gently rub that off, because it's going to resist sitting on there. You'll be able to wipe it off easy, and then the white really pops right back up. So the main thing is you want to make sure that your brush does not go over this edge, or else we would end up with a shaded line there from our blending brush. That is pretty spectacular, I gotta say. That looks beautiful. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I am going to add just a little bit of color onto our white here. I want to add a beautiful hue around it to highlight just where the image is. And then I'll decide, I might actually add a little bit of put the mask over top too. For the Enduring Beauty, I've done it, a card similar to this in yellows, Lemon Lolly. And it was very, very pretty, and I did a tiny bit of shading. So I want just a little hue on the inside of the card, just so that it matches the outside. And then really, let's do it. Why not? We're gonna take this, and I just gotta see where it lines up. Okay, it's going quite crooked here. So I'm thinking it's gotta be right about there. Nope. See, this is where it's handy if you have, oh, there we are, we got it. If you've got the little notch, but you have to switch it with each paper you use, of course. Let's add a little bit more in here, just to highlight the flowers. And I think that's probably all that I would do for the inside. Isn't that pretty? And watch when I have a look there. Okay. And see how there's a little bit of blue on the white? I'm going to rub this now. Just gently. You can see a very small amount of blue. Well, and on my fingers too. But look at the difference now, how you can now see that white embossed image a lot brighter because I've buffed up the surface there. Okay, so I'm going to leave that. That's going to be the inside of our card, which is very beautiful. Now we are going to have a look at our next mask. Let me just see it here. And I'm going to add just a tiny bit of detail. So of course I kind of can find my way. Yep, there we go. That helped me, that little shaded area. Now I'm going to go debating on whether to use the Pretty Peacock or just a heavier hand on the Lost Lagoon. I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to do a light shade of the Pretty Peacock. Okay, let's just see. It's going to be, yeah, that's going to be okay. And now when I go over this, it's highlighting just a few of the blossoms. They're going to pop up a little bit more. See that? It adds a little bit of shading. Let's do a slight bit more, slight bit. When you are doing it on white, you definitely notice the difference a little bit quicker than when you do it over top of cardstock. So if I'm doing tone on the cardstock, you almost have to go a little tiny bit heavier than you would on the white because you have to absorb past the blue of the base color to have it pop out a little bit more. See how it just adds a little bit of depth from there, from over here. See the top one doesn't have that second layer, and see the bottom. Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to do this one, and there it is. Perfect. That was easier than I thought. Okay, and we will add that color up here. Now I'm going to do a bit of a fun fold with these two pieces still. So we're not just doing a straight card. We're going to do a bit of a fun fold. So there's that blue one there. We're going to buff it. So we're going to make that white. Look at the difference. A little bit of buffing on there. Brings that polished white embossing back. Look at that. Gorgeous, right? Okay. I did get a little bit. I got a little heavy-handed there, but my greeting's going to go there, so it's going to be okay. So there is, we're going to skip, we're going to just shift to our purples now, and we're going to do the Enduring Beauty. Then we're going to come back, we're going to put this together, okay? I'm going to turn this into a fun fold, and it's going to look amazing. So we will put that one aside. Here is our Enduring Beauty, okay? So now we have got this other amazing bundle, and it is the Enduring Beauty. The reason why I wanted to use this one, or one of the reasons, it is gorgeous, and I do have the masks here, I think. Yes, I do. There they are. But is also reduced to a ridiculous price. So I had to write it down so I would remember this. The stamp set, I think it was originally $37 or something. It is down to $19.60. The gorgeous set of dies that cut out all of this and some extra leaves and stuff is down to $14.40. And the masks are down to $10.20. So they are on, I think they're either the 40 or 50% off list of the last chance. And like for all 3 pieces, it ends up being $44.20. Okay. It's crazy. So you have got 1, 2, 3, 4 masks for this one. I think this is the right one. Enduring Beauty. Yep. I just had to make sure because I also have Layers of Beauty, which is another pretty mask. Okay. So number 1. Okay. Let's see here. This should line up. Yes. Yes. Okay. This one's going to take a little bit more lining up. There it is. Okay. See our blossoms? They're going to pop as soon as we start adding our color. But there is the blossoms. These ones, when you have the notch and you're putting them, layering them up with the notch, it's a lot easier with a big one like this. But you just have to find where the flowers are. Okay. So what have I got first here? Fresh Freesia. So I'm going to go tone on tone with Fresh Freesia. And once we get these flowers a popping here, it will be easy to see them outside of all of the greenery, because we're not going to go in with the greenery on here. I just want to pop the tone on tone color of the flowers on these 2 cards, as well as one that I already did. Okay. Oh, you're not late at all. You're never late. Everyone always worries that they're late joining my lives here, but you're never late because there's always replays. Okay, let's see if we have enough color. Oh yeah, look at how those flowers pop. Isn't that gorgeous? I know. For the purple, those that love the purple, I can see this one might just win out for you. Now I have to just see. This is going to go, is it here? Hold on. This is going to take me a minute. Oh, you know why? Because I have it upside down. That's why. There we go. Whew. I'm glad I remember I stamped it upside down. Otherwise, we would have been trying to figure that out for 20 minutes. Okay. I did also do a class with this one. It was a grab and go class last year. So if you happen to grab this one, well, it's on the last chance list. Send me, I mean, I'll see it in my notifications, but sometimes I see the notifications and I don't go in and see what people actually put in their cart. So if you end up grabbing this one, just send me a little, hey, I grabbed the Enduring Beauty, and I will send you off the video of some ideas that you can do with this one. Okay, now is this the flower? Yes, it is. There is the number 3. Make sure I got it the right way. So this is going to add a little bit of detail to the flower, and I'm going to do it in Petunia Pop. Okay, here we go. Make sure I'm in the right spot. So you just want to just watch where this main area here lets me know I'm in the right spot in the center. And I'm just going to add just a little bit of detail to the masks, to the flowers there. Makes it a little bit darker. Subtle. It's subtle, but it's pretty. Okay, let's do it on this side. And then we're going to add just a little hint of color to the inside of the card. And we're going to pop these cards together. We're going to turn these cards into a fun fold with one little score line. That's all you're going to need to turn it into a quick and easy fun fold. So that will be good to know as well. I'm going to bring in my card base, which I already did some embossing. And I just want to flip it over because, or I have two here. I don't want to end up with color where I don't want it. I should watch my hands too. And I'm just going to add just a hint of color just on the inside. And I'm going to go over, I still have to burnish this with the Kleenex, which will bring the white back. Okay, and then we could do just a tiny bit. Let's see which way this is. This is upside down. Yes, it is. We could do a tiny, tiny bit of color around here, just so that the flowers stand out. Okay, so I'm just going to bring it in just a little bit. There. Okay. All right, so now let's rub it with a little bit of Kleenex and see how we now get our white back. It makes a big difference like that. So there is our flowers on the inside. And then here is, I'm going to just burnish here, and it's going to bring our white back on the front. There we go. Especially these centers, they get a little bit of color on them, so you want to just rub those off. Okay, so there is our front. I don't like the way that this is kind of smushed right here, so I'm going to just blend it just a little bit more, blend it down, just to bring that out a little. Okay, all right, so now I'm going to turn these into a fun fold. Are we ready? We've done our masking. Aren't they pretty? So beautiful. So, and like I said, I've got one other one here, so you can decide what color is going to be your favorite. I just want to get all of my blending brushes out of the way, all of my ink pads that are open, as we don't want any boo-boos on our finished cards. Let's get rid of that. Okay. So for turning this into our fun fold, what we're going to do is we are simply, hold on, we are simply going to fold this in half. So there is our inside, a little bit of hue, right? And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to score this front piece in half. So I'm going to score it at 2 1/8. Just like that. We're going to fold it back. Okay, I'm going to do the exact same with this one. Remember our hydrangea. 2 1/8. So you're folding that 4 1/4 in half. Now I do want my little bone folder because I like to have crisp lines there for these sort of folds. Okay, here we are. They're going to come together. We ready? So pretty. Now, before that, okay, I just want to show you quickly, and I'm going to do my little draw in a second, quickly I will show you. We're going to take a little pause there. I'm going to show you May's Card Club. So if you haven't registered, if you would like to join in, this is using the Thankful Garden. I have got one slimline. So you make actually 2 of this card. Look at the shading. You're going to be able to do this shading with these masks. So pretty. You're going to make 2 of this one. Okay. 2 of this one with our little arch. I will cut out the arch and put it in your kit, and I will emboss it. Same with this embossed backdrop and this die cut here. So anything that is not within the bundle, I die cut and I texture for you. And then you have to see this one. I love this. So this is a little belly band. You make a difference. You open it up, and we have got a little pullout like that. Okay. I thought this would be amazing to send to a family member you haven't seen for a while, and you could turn this, you could add photos onto all of these little areas here in the back, and it could be a mini photo album within a card. That was my thought. Okay, so that is May. So I wanted to show you, this is the same stamp that we are using right now. It's just stamped on white and then die cut out. So it's the exact same image as this one here. Okay, so it looks different with the white embossing, doesn't it? It looks so pretty. Now let's add these onto the front. 1, 2, 3, like that. And we're going to glue that on. Okay, and then glue this one on. What do we think? Are we leaning towards the hydrangea with the blue, or the enduring beauty with the purples? Let's finish them off and then we'll decide. Okay, I've got a little piece to put a greeting on each one, and then I'm going to show you a version in the Timid Tiger with the other stamp from the Thankful Garden. So what was the question? The question was, what is a DSP called? That DSP is called, the one that we're doing the card club with, it is this one. It is called Lovely Garden. Like, it really is beautiful. And you get half a package with Card Club, and you get your package of embellishments, and you get 2.5 yards of velvet, a faux velvet fresh freesia ribbon. It's quite pretty. I'm going to use the dark colors to do my stamping. Let's grab Pretty Peacock, and we're going to grab this one that says Thankful for You, Friend. Okay, we're going to put it on here. Doesn't the Lost Lagoon and the Pretty Peacock go so beautiful with our cloud, our new paper, the cloud cover, not clover, cloud cover. Love it. The purples and white is stunning. Looks like we got a vote for the purple. Let's see. I'm going to pick a greeting out of here. Let's see here. Love endears all things, holding you close to my heart. I'm going to do that one. Holding you close to my heart. That's pretty. If it will fit on the greeting. Let me just see if I can find it. It's got to be in here. Beauty and Embrace Beauty thing, holding it right here. I think that will fit on there, holding you close to my heart. It will, perfect. Okay, and I'll do that in the petunia pot. Okay, then I'm gonna add a little silver. I'm gonna add a little silver onto these two. This is one of the dies that comes with the Enduring Beauty. It is a pretty little corners and stitched edging for your greetings. Okay, now I'm going to bring in a little bit of silver to finish these off. I have got just some of our, I thought that would, isn't that pretty for both? I thought that would be perfect. We're going to use a few little dimensionals here, and we're just going to pop this onto the back just like this. I go over this when I do my classes. This is the easiest way. Like, you see a lot of cards that have ribbon or twine and behind the greetings. This is the easiest way to put it down. It's less messy. You are attaching the ribbon to the back of the greeting, and then you already have the dimensionals on there to attach it to the card. So if you have been trying to glue it to your card, glue it to the back of here, and then adding it, that might just have been an aha moment, right? Okay, we're going to add this one right here over. Oh, I love that. A little bit of silver. Gorgeous. Okay. We gotta be fair to the purple. We're gonna do silver on here too. Oh, again, we're gonna weave it back and forth a little bit. Like I said, so much easier. A little trim. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Maybe for this one, I'll put it right here. Look at that. So beautiful. Okay. So there's our purple, and there is our blue. We've got our Thankful Garden versus our Enduring Beauty. We need embellishments. Gotta finish it off. And I know I've got the yellow card here. I'm going to show you this in yellow because I'm pretty sure I still have it. Okay, we're going to go 1. We're going to go 1, 2. And we're going to do a little tiny one down here. 1, 2, 3. So these are, I love these. These are the antique pearls. And I love how they just pick up the color perfectly. 1. And we'll do 2. And 3 here. Look at that. Okay. So we have got, watch, are we ready? I love that there's a little, see how there's a little hint of the color around the edge when you open it up? There you have got the beautiful image on the inside too. Okay. And then for this one, same thing. We've got a little bit of purple on the inside. Just like that. Okay, are you ready? I have more. Here is our Timid Tiger. This is the other beautiful image in the Thankful Garden. So you get 2 beautiful images with the Thankful Garden. And it has the set of masks as well. So there is your Timid Tiger. Isn't that one pretty? Wait, I've got one more. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Okay. This was one that I originally did with the Enduring Beauty. For those of you that love yellow, the yellow pops as well. I added some shading in here, and here is the yellow with the yellow on the inside. There we go. Okay. So there is two in the Enduring Beauty. I know it's a hard one, right? The purple and the yellow. And then these are the two flowers in the Thankful Garden. And yeah, there's your white embossing. Quick and easy fun fold with a little bit of shading. I think that really makes a difference when you bring it inside and you do kind of the opposite. Okay. And just a simple greeting and some embellishments. Okay. You will have to put in your vote which color. You can even vote. Pick your favorite pick out of all of them. Maybe you like the orange or one of the yellows. As you're putting that into the comment, I am going to pick one of your comments and I'm going to give away a fun fold class. Okay, so I have got one here. Last month's the month of March's fun fold. They are equally stunning. Oh, thank you. Love the cloud and purple one. So this one and this one, so pretty. I know it's a hard choice. Okay, I'm going to pick number 8. Number 8 in the comments. Let's see, starting now. So, okay, it's hard to pick one. Eva is 1. Carol is 2. Love the orange. I know it's like a beautiful tangerine. And when I did the shading, I ended up doing a little bit of coral over top, calypso coral. And I think it's gorgeous. Petunia, but all are beautiful. Timid tiger. Okay, so I got to go back. I said number 8, right? I said I was going for number 8. And Carol was 2. Chris is 3. Joy is 4. Margaret, again, she's going for the orange too, is 5. Margaret Ann is 6. And Ruth is 7. We have got Lori Fox. Are you within Canada is the question. If you are Canadian, I can mail you out a kit. So let me know. Put it in the comments. Let me know if you're from Canada. I can mail it out to you. If not, I know the next person is. So let's just see if Lori lets us know, because you do have to be Canadian. Unfortunately, I cannot ship products outside of Canada. It's just Stampin' Up! Rules. Yeah, because I'm in Canada. Liking the Timid Tiger. I know it's a gorgeous orange. I think it's going to be amazing. It's a great tone. No, I'm not USA. So are you within Canada, Lori? I'm hoping you're within Canada. If you are, I'm going to mail it out to you. I'll get a hold of you. Let me know. US here. Margaret J. That's okay. Laura will let us know. If you're Canadian, I can do that. Okay. But I think this orange is going to be great because it's going to work beautiful for fall. And it's also perfect for spring too. I think it works with both. And I love it when they have colors that will cross over different seasons, right? Because some oranges you're definitely like, that is a fall orange, but this can go either way, right? So can, this color as well. Lost Lagoon is another one that can be either. Okay, perfect. All right, Lori, so I'm thinking you are from Canada. I will get a hold of you, and congratulations. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. I hope that you like learning that just a little different way to use those masks, and using your shading with embossing, right? No, I'm US. Oh, so you are US. Okay, so I think that's okay. Sorry about that, Lori. The next one I know was Lynn Bracken. This one's coming to you. Okay, you were next. So I will put your name on here, Lynn. Congratulations, and I will mail that out to you. I do want to thank Lori. Thank you for joining us wherever you are joining from, near or far. Thank you all for coming in and joining me here on Sue's Paper Creations. I hope to see you again. Next time you will see me live is going to be on Friday morning, I will be going live. I'll be creating something. We're going to have, it'll be a cup of create and connect. So grab yourself a cup of coffee or something good, and we are going to be live here at 8 a.m. in the morning. We're going to create a little something to start off our weekend. Inspire us to get into our craft room this weekend. Okay? Awesome. All right. Thank you, guys. Remember, check out the paper share because it is an awesome deal. You don't have to have FOMO. You get a bit of everything that is going to be coming out. Your papers, your ribbons, a package of embellishments, and a happy stack of multicolored cardstock bases so that you can, I'll make it so they coordinate with most of the papers. So it makes for some easy creating. So I'm excited to offer that. And you have to sign up before the 5th of May because I have to be able to order everything up as soon as that catalog goes live. So there is information in the link. You'll see it. It's called Paper, Ribbon, and Good Times Share. And then, yeah, join me for May if you'd like. I have that registration going as well for 2 more days. Okay? All right, take care, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.